Hello students, how are you? Hope you all are in good state of health at your places. I am Shweta Jain representing Shiv Jyoti Educational Group Kota. Today we will discuss Chapter 7 Parts of a Plant. Students, as we are discussing this chapter in two parts, and we have already discussed part 1 of this chapter, in which we have studied about stem and roots, and so today we will take the remaining part of this chapter. So in this part we will learn about leaf, flowers and fruits, seeds and germination of seeds. So let us before we start with the chapter, all of you open your books, chapter 7, page number 56. So children, we are surrounded by variety of plants, and different plants have different types of leaves, and we can identify the leaves with the help we can identify the plants with the help of their leaves. As I can show you some of the leaves of some plants like this. These leaves occur in different shapes and sizes. Like you can see, this is long, while this has some different shape. These leaves are very smaller in size. This is somewhat oval in shape. Then there are big leaves. Some leaves are small, some leaves are big. So there are variety of leaves, and we can identify the plants with their leaves. So now we will study leaf in detail. Leaf is the most important part of the shoot. So as we have already discussed that shoot possesses different parts like leaves, flowers, buds, fruits, etc. So leaves are also born on the shoot part of the plant. Most of the leaves appear green in color due to the presence of chlorophyll. Now children, there is one substance called chlorophyll, and this substance is green in color, and this is present in leaves. That's why leaves also appear green in color. Leaves of different plants have different shapes and sizes, as I have shown you right now that there are variety of leaves which occur in different shapes and sizes. You can see here again like this. This is the longer one. This is another size. Okay. Now we will discuss about the structure of a leaf. As you can see here in this diagram, a big leaf is shown here. I'll also show this leaf like this. You can see here, this is a leaf. So the flat part of a leaf is called the leaf blade. You can see here, this flat broad part is called as leaf blade. It is also called as leaf lamina or leaf blade. Then a thin tube running through the middle of the leaf is called main vein. You can see here in the diagram, this thin tube which is running here in the middle of the leaf is main vein. Now you can see here in this leaf also, when I turn it down, you can see that this part is the main vein. It is a tube which is running through the center of the leaf. You can see here. So this is the main vein. Then small veins arising from the main vein are called side veins. You can see here in the diagram that from this main vein so many branches, thin branches are arising, which you can observe here in the leaf also, that there are very small lines. You can see these all lines are the small veins which are arising from the main vein. You can see that this is the main vein and there are several branches. Here also you can see these branches. These are the small veins. Now, tiny pores present on the lower surface of the leaves are called stomata. Okay children, here in this diagram you can see stomata. These are the tiny pores which are present on the lower surface of the leaves. Now these stomata are very minute, they are very tiny, ये इतने छोटे होते हैं कि you cannot see them through your naked eyes. So you need microscope to see them. ये माइक्रोस्कोप से या मैग्नीफाइंग ग्लास के हेल्प से ही आप इन्हें देख सकते हैं. सो यू कैन सी द स्टोमेटा हेयर इन दिस डायग्राम. These are the holes which are called as stomata. Stomata help a plant to breathe. Now what is the importance of stomata? They help the plant to breathe. It is just like nostrils, just we have nostrils and we take the oxygen in through our nostrils and we breathe out carbon dioxide from our nostrils. Similar, these holes are present on the leaves through which plant take oxygen to breathe and gives out carbon dioxide to breathe. And in the same way, when they prepare their food, they take carbon dioxide from the same hole which is called as stomata. So both the for both the processes, they take the gases through the stomata only. Now we come to functions of leaf. Leaves make food for the plant by the help of sunlight, air and water. Therefore, leaves are called as kitchen or the food factory of the plant. Now, children, leaf is the very important part of the plant. As your mother prepares food at your home, and where she prepares the food? In the kitchen. And what is there in the kitchen? There is a lot of raw materials. वहाँ पे काफ़ी सारा raw materials होता है. Like if she want to prepare any dish, she used to collect all the raw materials. वो सारा raw material collect करती हैं, सारे spices, pulses, and then she prepares the food. So in the similar way, leaf is also called as kitchen of the plant. It is also called as the food factory of the plant. So what happens over here? Leaves take air and water from the environment and sunlight also, because sunlight provide the energy to the leaves to prepare food. Then they take air and water from the environment, and these are the raw materials which are needed by leaves to prepare food. Then leaves prepare food by the help of these raw materials. So again I repeat, that's why they are called as kitchen or food factory of the plant. इसीलिए हम इन्हें kitchen या food factory of the plant कहते हैं. Then chlorophyll present in leaves absorbs sunlight. Now, right now we have discussed about chlorophyll के ये क्या है? It is a green colored pigment, एक green colored substance है जो leaves में होता है, due to which leaves appear green. तो this is not only the function of chlorophyll, it is very important substance. Chlorophyll absorbs the sunlight because sunlight gives the energy to the leaves to prepare their food. So this energy is this sunlight is absorbed by the chlorophyll. Then leaves give out oxygen, which is essential for life. Now when leaves prepare their food, they take the carbon dioxide from the air and they take water from the soil and they convert it into food. Now when they convert it into food, oxygen is also produced in this process, and this oxygen is given out, and as I have told you, there are tiny holes called as stomata. So through those stomata, this oxygen is given out, and this oxygen is very essential for us as we need this oxygen for breathing. It makes all the living things alive. Now we come to next. Leaves of some plants are eaten as they store food, for example spinach, lettuce and methi. You can see here pictures are also shown. In some plants, as we have already discussed in case of roots and shoots also, that the extra food which is present in the plants, as plants are preparing food and there is some extra food also. So this extra food get stored in some parts of plants. जो ये extra food होता है, प्लांट्स जो भी फूड बनाते हैं, दे यूज इट फॉर देमसेल्व्स, वो अपने ग्रोथ के लिए यूज करते हैं. उसके अलावा जो भी एक्स्ट्रा फूड बचता है उसको वो अपने डिफरेंट पार्ट्स में स्टोर कर लेते हैं. दे स्टोर इट आइदर इन द रूट्स, as we have earlier discussed, like radish and carrot, they store it in the stem like in potato and ginger. So some of the food is also stored in leaves, and these leaves are eaten as food. So the examples is spinach, lettuce and methi, and besides this cabbage is also there, and so many other leaves are there which stores food. Now leaves of banana plant are used as plates to serve food in some parts of our country. You can see here in the picture, banana leaf is a very big size leaf, and in south part of India, in southern part of our country, these banana leaves are used to serve the food. Now we come to the next topic, flowers and fruits. So children, we are again besides leaf, we are surrounded by variety of flowers also. Plants possess different varieties of flowers. These flowers are of various colors, various sizes, and they give out various types of smells also. Many plants have flowers on them. Flowers have different colors, shapes and smells. Flowers grow from the bud on the stem, and most of the flowers grow into fruits. Now how these flowers grow on the plant? There develops a small bud. पहले plant में एक छोटी सी bud develop होती है. I have shown that bud in the previous video also. In video lecture I have shown the complete shoot. There I have shown you the bud also. So from that bud flower develops, and in some plants this flower then get converted into a fruit. I can show you this through the picture also. Now you can see here, this is a small flower bud, then this opens up, it grows into a flower. Later the petals, जो colored part होते हैं, colored leaves होते हैं flower के, those petals they fall off or they develop into a green colored small unripe fruit. Then this unripe fruit ripens and forms a complete fruit. In this way a bud can give rise to flower, and flower can give rise to fruit. Now we come to the next topic, that is seeds. Okay, so most of the fruits have seeds. Seeds are present inside the fruits. Some fruits have a single seed, while some can have more than one seed. So children, most of the fruits possess seeds, and some can have only one seed. Some examples are like mango, lychee, they have single seeds, while in some there are more than one seeds, like in case of watermelon, in case of papaya there are many seeds. Now seeds are again of different colors, shapes and sizes. As you can see in the picture, kidney bean seeds are there, then chana seeds which is called as chickpea, peas are also there. So they are all different in shape, sizes and colors. Seeds of some plants can be eaten. So seeds also store food, and in some plants we eat seeds directly, like wheat, gram, chickpeas and kidney beans. In these plants seeds are eaten as food. Now we come to the last topic, that is germination of seeds. How seeds grow? Seeds grow into a new plant. A seed contains a baby plant. As you can see in the picture shown here, children, seed is again a very important part of plant. Seed एक बहुत ही important part है. Why? Because it give rise to a new plant. वो एक new plant को produce करता है. It contains a baby plant inside it. It needs soil, water, air and sunlight to grow into a new plant. So when the seed is provided with all these things, जब seed को soil मिलता है proper, water मिलता है, air मिलती है और sunlight मिलती है, then it grow into a new plant. And the process of growth of the new plant from a seed is called as germination, and we call this process as germination. You can see this through this diagram also. There is a seed, this seed is sown into the soil. We have sown this seed into the soil. From here it can get all the nutrients. इसको यहाँ से अपने सारा minerals मिल जाएंगे, water मिल जाएगा. Then air also it will get over here, and sunlight also it will get. Sun's heat it will get. Then this seed starts developing into a new plant as it contains a baby plant inside it. So first root starts growing and then shoot starts growing. As you can see in the picture here, this is the baby plant, and from here shoot starts growing and root starts growing downward. This we have already discussed, that roots grow downward and shoot grow upward. Then you can see here, this is a small plantlet. ये एक small plantlet है जिसमें you can see that seed has now converted into a small plantlet with a root here, then a shoot, small leaves starts developing on this new plantlet. So in this way seeds can germinate into a new plant. Now we come to the copy work, children. Here first of all let us start with define. First define is stomata. So these are tiny pores present on the leaves, as we have already discussed that these helps a plant to breathe. Then root, parts of a plant that grow below the ground is called root. Then we come to next. Answer the following. What are the two main parts of a plant? So they are root and shoot. Root that grow downwards and shoot that grow upward. Then name the types of roots with examples. So these are, first is taproot, peepal, hibiscus, tomato. These are the examples. Then fibrous root, maize, wheat and bamboo. These are the examples for fibrous roots, and you can see the diagram also. This is the taproot in which there is a main root from which various branches are arising, and the fibrous root in which there is no main root. From the base of the stem so many roots are arising in form of bunch or clusters. Now next question, what are the things used by leaves to make food? So answer is, leaves use sunlight, air and water to make food. Then what is the main part of a shoot? Write its functions. Now we know that shoot is the part that grows upward. So the main part of a shoot is stem, and functions of a stem are, first is the stem holds the plant upright, then it carries food and water to different parts of the plant, then the stems of some plants store extra food like sugarcane, potato and ginger. Now next question is, what is germination? Show the germination of seed with the help of a diagram. So the answer is, the process of growth of a new plant from a seed is called germination. Now let's see the diagram of this process. Now have a look at the diagram. I have explained it to you earlier also. Now see, this is soil. Plants grow inside from the soil. So seed is buried inside the soil. Seed contains a baby plant. Now after some time root starts developing in it and stem also starts developing in it and a new plant is formed. So this complete process is the germination of seed. So students, this was all about the explanation of this chapter. Have a nice day. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.